Hi friends, how are you? Hope you all are safe and healthy at your homes. With this, I start today's lecture of topic divisibility test. Basically, in this video, I'll be going to tell you some short tricks. What are these short tricks? These are none but how to check whether a number is a factor. No, pardon me, it's a multiple of another number or not. Okay, this will be going to last video of this chapter. So after that, I'll be starting new chapter. You can refer to my video of future roadmap in which I have explained how I will be proceeding after after finishing each and every chapter. Now, first number which is given in your book is 2. Simple test whether the ones place is even or not. You know, you are been learning from class 3-4 that what are odd numbers, what are even numbers. Okay, how do you learn? If a number is having units digit as 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, then it will be called as even number. Same here, all even numbers are multiples of 2. That is why we will be saying all even numbers are multiples of, so 12, 34, 176, 498, 1000. These are our what? These are our numbers where the unit digit is 0. Okay, that means you can see these all numbers are multiples of 2. Now, what about the next number? The next number is our 5. Okay, now 5. For 5, the ones place should be 5 or 0. Okay, now let's take an example. Now 14. Is 14 a multiple of 5? How will we be checking? See only its unit digit. Ignore the rest of the number. Only focus on the unit digit. Whether it is 5 or 0. No, that means this is not. Another example, that is 29 and 290. Focus on this. Whether it is 0, yeah, it is a multiple of 5. Okay. Now the next number which is given in your book is 10. What about 10? Ones place should be 0. Simple. 80. Yes. 90. Yes. 590. Yes. 105. Yes. 4. Yes. Regardless of the digits which are given, rest of the left side of the unit digit, you will be focusing only the unit digit. If it is 0, yes. If it is like this, 415. No. Yes. See, this is not. If I put here, it is not. But here it is there. That means, regardless of the digits of the left side of the unit digit, okay, you will be just focusing on the unit digit. If it is 0, then it is multiple of 10. That is, these are just tests. But remember, these divisibility tests won't give you quotient. They will be just telling about remainders. How remainders? Let's do it. Yeah. Now I will be taking an example here, this side. Okay. Now for 2, if I take 83, then what will be its remainder? Basically, divisibility test, as I told you, gives us remainder 83. If you focus on unit digit, it is what? 3. 3 means what? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. These are the possibilities. These should be numbers at the units place, but it is 3. 3 falls between these two. That means remainder is what? The remainder is the difference between its previous number and the original number. Here it is what? 1. So remainder is what? 1. Now let's come to 5, 1. Now if I take 73, 78, let's change it. Now 78, what about 78? We need only 0 and 5. Now I'll be putting one more here for our convenience. 0, 5, 10. Or write directly 0. But now see, 8. 8 comes between 5 and 10, suppose. 10. Here it's something in between it comes, I think. Yeah. So here it is 8. We are focusing on the unit digit, that is 8. Now what is the remainder? 8 minus previous number is what? 5. That means remainder is 3. Now you can do here for 10 also. Okay, 10 also. 10 means this one. Now 10. 10 if I take 753. 753 not. 759. Now what about this? Focus only the unit digit because the test says about only unit digit. Now here its unit digit was 9. Now if you see 0, only we need 0. So you can take a preference as 0 and next is 10. Now here it is just here. That means what is the remainder? Now don't confuse here. I am writing here 0, but that means you won't be taking this number. You will be taking the previous number. Previous. Listen to my words. It is the previous, not the next or the nearest. If I say nearest, then it will be this. If I said previous, then it will be this. Okay. So what will be the remainder? The difference between this and this, it is 9. The remainder is what? 9. Now our next number is 3. Now in 3, we will not take checking the units. Instead, we will be checking the sum of digits. Sum of digits. Whether it is a multiple of 3 or not. Whether it is multiple. That means if you add the digits of, now let's take 8, 5, 7, 4. If I take this number, if I add all these, what will be? 13 plus 7, 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. Now 24. Now recall. Now for your ease, you can even add these two digits. That means 2, 4. Again do it. 6. That means you have to process. You have to continue this process till one digit is achieved. If your one digit is 3, 6, or 9, this means that the sum, that means the number, whole, complete number, the number means the first which you have taken is divisible by 3. Okay. Now, often in the books, NCERT book, it is simultaneously given 9 also. 9. Why 9 and 3 are given? Because the 9 also follows the same principle of sum of digits. Okay, but the difference is here it requires only 9. That means in 3, you can see there are 3 cases. Okay, but here in 9 only one case. That means if I check the same number, here the answer will be same, 24. If I do its sum, it will be equal to 6. 9 requires only 1, that is 9. 9 requires only 1, that is 9. That is why if you see any number which has 9, or which the sum of digits is 9, final sum, that means if it is 54 also sum of digits, or 18, sum of digits is 18, you have to add 1 plus 8, that is equal to 9. So if the sum of digits is 9, then it will be also divisible by 3, it will be also divisible by 9. So you have to take care. You must have saw in my previous video that I have taken such an example that if a number is divisible by, it's a number like 100. 100 is divisible by 10 and it is also divisible by 4. Okay, so 10, if you form, I'll be taking here 20. Now 10 means what? 10, what is the subfactors of 10? 10 has 2 factors, 2 and 5. 20 has how many factors? Many factors, but here common is 2. This also has 2. This also has, but here is 4. There is one more factor. That means 120 is divisible. 100 is divisible by 20. 100 is divisible by 20 means in table of 20 somewhere else 100 comes. Okay, 100 comes. So 25 is 100. Now if you tell the table of 4 also, sometime or the another you will be getting 100. This on this property, that means if a number is divisible by a number, if a number x is divisible by the number y, then it will be also divisible, and if y is also divisible by z, so x will be also divisible by z. This is a property. That means if x number is divided by y, you get remainder 0. If y number is divided by z, you get remainder 0. So if you will divide x by z, you will also get remainder 0. But this property is valid only for 0. If you take here 1, that means if remainder is 1 and here is 0, then there might be, we can't predict that what will be the remainder. Okay, but this is valid as only for 0. So take care of this. That is why if a number is divisible by 9, any number if you take any number in the world which is divisible by 9, so it will be also divisible by 3. Like if I take a small number 54. 54 divided by 9, 6. Now if you table out 18 3s are 54. See, here it is 3 coming, here it is 9 coming. See, you can see by your own eyes that if a number, I have taken a small number, but even big numbers can also follow this property. Not only for this, if you take any other number, like if you take, if I take 1 to 1, if a number is divisible by 1 to 1, then it will also divisible by 11. Okay, same like that only. Now I will be giving you some questions, or rather I will solve some questions. Now your question says 1 5 8 4 7 8 5 8 3 is divisible. Check whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. And if it is not, then check for 3. If it is okay, if it is not, if not, then check for 3. Now let's add up all this. 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 3. 1 plus 5, 6 plus 14, 18, 25, 33, 38, 46, 49. 4 plus 9, 13. 1 plus 3, 4. Now check. In case of 9, you need only 9. You need only and only 9. No. In case of 3, you can have 3 results. 3, 6 or 9. 9 is not there, so one case is eliminated. This 4, here it is 4. Now do it again. 1 plus 5, 6, 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 4, 18, 18 plus 4, 25, 20 plus 33, 33 plus 5, 38, 38 plus 8, 46, 49. Yeah, we are right. 4 plus 9, 13, 1 plus 3, 4. Yeah, that means we are correct. So 3 and 6 not. That means it is not neither divisible by 9. So our answer is no. It is not divisible by both of these. Now I'll be doing a last question for you, which is of exercise 16.2, which is question number 2. The question number 1 and question 2 are same, and question 3 in the brackets almost the whole answer is given. So I am skipping that also. I can solve you 1 or 2. Why I have chosen second number? Because second number has its copy in fourth. Why copy? I have explained you just now that if a number x is divisible by y and y is divisible by z, then x is also divisible by z. Here in this case, x is 9. X is the given number. Pardon me. X is the given number. If it is divisible by y, that means 9, and z is 3. Here it is, we know 9 divided by 3 is 0. That means this case will be satisfied. Now just we are waiting for this case. If this case will be satisfied, then this will also. Now the question says there is a number 31z5 where z is not algebraic, but it is a digit. Letters for digit. Okay, letter. Here the digit in the 10th place has been substituted by letter z. The question says that this number is divisible by 9. This number is divisible by 9. Now, how to find such type of problem? First, to find the sum of the rest of the digits. Now, 3 plus 1 plus 5 is 9. Now, what number should be added to 9 to get 9? What number should be added to? Answer should be 0. There should be only one answer, but there are two answers. How? How it is possible that two answers are there? Yeah, in the question itself it is written there are two answers. How? Now if I take now 9. Let's suppose I am writing here. Now don't consider this as a sum. Instead consider 9z as a number. 9z as a number. Now you think for your own side that if you take here 0, then what will be 90. 9 plus 0 is what? 90. And so you know that if a sum 90 and now 99 plus 0 is 9. Yes, satisfied. If you take here 1. If you take here 1, then what will be your answer? 10. 10 means what? 1. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. Now if you take here 2, here it will be 2. 2. 11. 11 means what? 1 plus 1. That means again you are getting 2. That means you can see repeatedly that this place is 1 only. Only if you change this number. If you move it by 1, then this will also move by 1. Now if I take here 8, here it will be 7. How? 9 plus 17, 1 plus 7. That means here it will be also 8. That means you can see that after 90, whatever number you are adding, you are getting the same remainder. See, if I put here 8, remainder is also 8. Earlier I have put 7. I have earlier put 7, no? 1, 2, 0. You are getting the same. But if I put here 99. 99 is what? 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is what? 18. 18 means again 2-digit number. 18 means again 2-digit number. So, can I write here like this? Which is what? 1 plus 8, that means 9. Yeah. Again we got the same result. In case of 90 also we got the same. 9 plus 0. 9. You can see here. 9. 9. So there are two answers. There can be 0 or 9. And this valid for every case. Every case. I am telling you every case. But only for 0 only. That means if you take, if here the problem would be here 4. Then what will be? 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 5 will be 12. 12. What number should be 12, added to 12 to get 9? It should be not be negative. So you have to convert this by adding 9. Because if a number is added by 9, that it won't be changing its remainder. Okay. If you like I am explaining you, if a number like 123 is taken, if it is divided by 14, what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 11. Now if you add 14 to the original number and then you will be taking the remainder, then again it will be 11 only. This is not for only 14. Every case, if you add a number which is taken by divided by another number, then if this, that means here I am taking the divisor and it is dividend. If dividend is added to divisor and then taken the remainder, you will be getting the same remainder. So here also. Now here I am adding 9 so that we can get a positive answer. 9 plus 9 is 18. Which number should be added to 12 to get 18? It will be 6. It will be 6. Now there can be more than one case here. Why? If you add 6 plus 9. Here you can see 0. That means plus 9 is done. I have said you again. If plus 9, that means same number is added, then there will be no change in the remainder. So now yes, 6 plus 9 is what? 15. So we don't want 2 digits because we want to simplify our answer to 1 digit only. So 1 plus 5 is what? 6 again, back. If that means you are starting from one point and ending back to the same point. So here the same story is here. Now the second, that means fourth question. Fourth question says that 34Z5 is 31Z5. 31Z5 is a whether check it is a multiple of 3 or not. Now I have said you that if a number is divisible, same story. See here. Now original number is this 31Z5. It is divisible by 9. We have given that it is divisible by 9. So this condition is satisfied. This condition already satisfied because 3 is a factor of 9. Now last condition will be also satisfied because these two are satisfied. So the fourth answer you can directly conclude from the second question that this number is a multiple of 3. Yes. Okay. So with this, I end today's video and chapter of playing with numbers. If you like this video, then please like, share with your friends, subscribe my channel Easy Math, and also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can also receive notifications regarding my video uploads. And if you feel any kind of doubt in any kind of question or if you does not understand any concept, then please comment me in the comment box. Thank you for watching.